Hey everybody, Jonathan here. Good afternoon greetings. Actually, it's good evening greetings. Okay, we are down to 325 miles to. Hey, Baby Blue, where are we going? Fredericks, Maryland. I had a deep inside. Dig it out. Okay, so let's see. What was the last video before this? Fueling at the pilot? Yeah, yep. And I think I already mentioned it, but I will mention it again. We are to drop this load to the yard in Fredericks. Pickup trailer 342. And then we gotta be in Moorefield, West Virginia tomorrow morning to pick up our load. Now I don't know if that load delivers to Shawano or Jackson, Wisconsin, which is kind of like South Bend area. My boss did mention that he might give the Shawano load to Mark, the other driver. I think there's only 4 of us. That's me, Mark, and Steve, and of course my boss's dad. He just does the local stuff. Picks up in Moorefield, bring it to the yard, or from the yard he delivers it to New Jersey. Or from what I understand, he used to own a 379 Peterbilt and drove all over the country. And he swears by that 379. He said he can drive that thing 1,000 miles a day and no problem. I don't know what happened to it though, but yes, I did have the pleasure of driving a Peterbilt 379. Let's see how that went. I think it was the scale on 15 right there north of our Ontario. There was an owner-operator that ran out of hours. And he got caught right there in the scale, and he was ordered to shut down. Now this is like 19-20 years ago, and I was a newly graduate CRST graduate student driver. I was a co-driver status. I was green as green can be. I was so green, I lighted up the whole neighborhood. Well, anyway, so this owner-operator driving this beautiful Peterbilt got shut down there by the scale, but somehow he managed to ask that police and DOT to allow him and his truck to drive up to where the pilot is, and all he needed was somebody to drive it up there. And he asked me, I said, "Sir, I'm a greenhorn, man. What do I know about? I've never driven a hood before. All I know is cab overs." I said, "Don't worry about it. I'll teach you. I'll guide you up there." So he let me drive it up the hill, and I think he was empty. My memory is a little sketchy at this point, but I remember driving that truck to the very next exit where there's a hotel and everything. And that was it. That was the first and the last time I drove a Peterbilt 379. You should have saw me drive the thing. My neck was all the way like this, trying to see the hood of that truck. I couldn't see anything for a mile. I think I extended my neck about 3 inches that day. I just had to see in front of me. Just having the blank wall where the hood is just so unnatural. And believe it or not, that police followed us and stayed behind us, and he was spying on us, making sure that that I was driving, not him. And he followed us all the way to the truck stop. Now, how long did that truck driver stay there? I don't know. I would imagine that police was taking, doing his rounds back and forth, making sure that Peterbilt was still there. It was an older gentleman. I'd say he was around his 50s. Beautiful, beautiful Peterbilt. I remember, I don't know if it was a 10-speed, 13, 18, I don't know. But I remember grinding that gear, and I looked at him and I had to close my eyes in shame. He kind of looked at me like, he was kind of grinding his teeth. I was so embarrassed, but hey, in my defense, I told him right off the bat that I was a greenhorn, so you know, if I could just perfectly recall of all the people that I've met on the road over 20 years, names, places, faces, things we talked about, where they are, you know, so many stories to be untold or to be unfold. Well, that's all I got for now, so we'll catch you guys a little bit later. Thanks for watching, and have a good and godly weekend, everyone. Be safe out there, okay? Peace.